YouTube. We are here today with what is going to end up being a Melodious Voiceless voice combo tutorial. With my Sprite deck, I did some combos, and it's been 2-3 months ago, and I'm still getting lots of views on that. Lots of interaction with you all, and it seems to help a lot of people. I get questions all the time, like I got a question the other day: why do we activate Sprite Starter in draw phase? Well, here's your answer, and it helps people learn how to play specific things. My little brother got day 2 with Melodious Voiceless Voice, winning 7 straight on day 1 to get there. So I've had over 1,000 views on that deck profile in about a week, and I would like to do a combo tutorial on the deck. I like to do real test hands. You all know this. And with those real test hands, sometimes it's going to be a little bricky. This is almost the identical list that he was playing. I made one change. We can talk about that later. But, sorry, threw some cards at you here. I've shuffled just so the camera can see. I'm going to do another quick shuffle or two. And then I'm going to cut it just right down the middle, or close to it. I'm going to draw my 5 cards, and I'm going to pretend that I'm going first. And I have full combo. Like, a stupidly full combo. So, with Cerevis and Ostinato, you're protected from a lot of things here, especially with the Book of Eclipse. In the profile my little brother had, you notice he played Eclipse and Droplet. He just bragged on how good that was. But right here, we're going to be able to show you the full combo with Ostinato. These cards won't really matter right now. We're just going to keep them to the side right here. So we're going to start off with just Ostinato. Ostinato is going to dump 2 Refrain to the grave, and then it is going to Fusion Summon for us. And I'm going to go ahead and put that Refrain there on the bottom because I'm going to need it in a second. It Fusion Summons out our first Baka. Baka is going to attempt to special the other Refrain from deck, and this is where if they have an Imperm or Veiler, it does not matter because we have the Cerevis. It's just the Cerevis says, yeah, your target doesn't matter here. Right here, we're going to activate Refrain effect. Refrain is going to add Couplet, the blue. And then when Couplet is added to hand, it's going to activate, and we're going to special a Refrain from the graveyard. So Couplet activates in hand, specialing a Refrain from the graveyard. Oops, sorry. We are now going to place Couplet in the Pendulum Zone. I like using my far right to start with. And then its effect is going to add Concerto. Here we activate Concerto using the Couplet and 1 Refrain for Baka number 2. We're going to have Chain 1, Chain 2, Couplet, Refrain. That's important. This is usually where I forget to activate their effects. But we're chilling right now. We now overlay for the Odd Eyes. And then that's our 5th summon. I generally wait. Nibiru doesn't matter, because even if you Nibiru that, I'm still going to get what I need to get. Plus, I can still Pendulum Summon and keep going. So right here, we're going to link these off, and we're going to have 3 Chain Links. We're going to have Chain Link 3 Odd Eyes, Chain Link 2 Baka, and Chain Link 1 Concerto. So 3 Odd Eyes is going to special out our Vortex Dragon. 2 Baka is going to... Chewbacca, sorry. It's going to special out our last Refrain from the grave, and then Concerto is going to put itself on the bottom and draw a card. I have went in. I'm going to give this a quick shuffle, because sometimes this card you draw matters. Like if you're drawing Diviner, you just win. Just being honest. So I'm sorry, still shuffling. Dropped a couple cards here. Concerto's on the bottom. Draw. Literally the Diviner. So this is why it matters. Right here, you're going to link these 2 off. You're going to go into the Exceed Pendulum. Exceed the Pendulum effect, you're going to add back a Refrain. And then Exceed effect, you're going to special the Refrain. Linking both of these off into the Appaloosa. Right here, yes, I already have the Trias, but it can be hand or graveyard, so we're still really big chillin'. We're going to Pendulum Summon. We're going to pin the Diviner and both Refrains. And then we're going to activate Trias for 3. Trias for 3 will tribute all 3 for cost, and then special and draw 2 cards. So, oh my gosh, we draw 2 Saphira. And now Diviner's going to go off, specialing our low. And see how low we can get. Low effect, we're going to add the Blessing, or the Barrier, excuse me. Or it places, I apologize, it places the Barrier. Right here, we're going to pitch the Saphira, which allows us to pitch Prayers and add Skull Guardian. Right here is a pivot point. We already have a Prayers in hand, so the add on Skull Guardian here is probably going to be an Old Man. Since we already have the Prayers in hand, and I already have a Cerevis, the dragon, I am going to go ahead and banish the Saphira to Ritual Summon, using low as the entire Ritual Summon. I have negates. I'm not worried about a bell here. So it's going to be chain 2 Guardian, chain 1 low, just because I'm used to blocking it. I'm going to add the Old Man. And then from right here, you're really, honestly, you're chilling. I'm going to go ahead and Old Man special by shuffling back the Ostinato and the Prayers from hand. And now this is the end board. I probably keep the Eclipse in hand because they're not going to be able to play through this. Just being honest with you, you have 1 Omni, 2 Omni, 2 Monster Negates. You have a bounce with the Cerevis. Yeah, like this, it's just stupid. And you have the Cerevis in hand. That is what Ostinato alone gets you. It's a nice little 5-minute combo with just an Ostinato. So, I mean, drawing the Diviner there is just huge, just being honest with you. But that's combo number 1, Ostinato only. Next combo, we're going to see what we get in hand. If we only open the Ostinato, I'll do something different here. And I'll sort of build a Bear Workshop in my hand so I know that I get what I need to get. I like putting these back in order so I know that I'm doing the combo right. So this is a deck that I have learned within about a week. I picked this up prior to YCS Indy, and I've been trying to learn. I've done a good job about learning the combos. I know there's a Diviner combo as well as just the normal low combo. Actually, the worst combo in the deck is probably just the normal low combo. Ostinato is by far the best combo in my opinion. A single card gets you all of that. And you notice we open the Cerevis with it. Again, this just gives you the target protection. So they try to hit you with Imperm, or they try to hit you with Veiler. You just pretty much tell them no. Like, sorry, buddy. Maybe next time. Give one more shuffle here for the camera. I've been shuffling off camera. Yeah, so it says that targets a monster, discard and negate the activation. And then it's also a Solemn Strike. So if you ever draw the trap is never dead. We're going to give it a cut. And we're going to draw our 5. Again, in perfect world, we're going first here. We open Ostinato Diviner. This is going to be the same combo here. So I'm going to put this Ostinato back. And we're going to pretend that's a different card. Skull Guardian. Works perfect. Okay, so right here, honestly, you're pretty good because you have the Eclipse also. But we're going to go through a Diviner combo. We're going to normal summon Diviner, Diviner effects. We're going to dump the Trias. Dumping Trias will allow us to activate Trias effect, which tributes for cost, keeps Bestials away, and then specials the Trias. Diviner effect, when tributed, is going to special out the low. Low effect's going to add the Barrier. or place the barrier, excuse me, out, and be careful of your pendulum zones because you can always try that later. And then barrier effect here is going to add Saphira. Generally, Saphira is the one you want to add unless you already have it in hand. But remember, it can add any card. Barrier can add any card, so there will be situations where you'll want to add Radiance. But right now, we're going to add the Saphira. We're going to pitch the Saphira so that we can dump prayers. And we already have a Skull Guardian, so me personally, I'm adding a Saravis here. You can do either. I'm playing 2 Saravis because I don't mind seeing it, but it is what it is. We're going to banish the Saphira. We are going to Ritual Summon. Right here, just being honest, a bell would really hurt. But we Ritual Summon Skull Guardian, and then it's chain 2 Skull Guardian, chain 1 low. That way we dodge that bell. Then we are going to add, like I said, chain 2 on the Skull Guardian. Seeing what's in my hand, I probably... You see, I've got a Book of Eclipse, Ash, Veiler, Saravis. I have an Omni, 2 hand traps, barrier, so I can't be targeted. I always do the Saravis just in case to get rid of the barrier. I'm honestly probably adding a Saphira here, just for follow-up. Just for follow-up, we'll add the Saphira. And honestly, that's pretty much it for this combo. You normal summon the Diviner, so you can't do anything. Like, there was a situation the other day I did a test hand where I had to normal summon a hand trap so I can get these guys off the field. But honestly, I don't really mind. I would probably set the Eclipse this time and leave Saphira, Veiler, Saravis, and Ash in hand. Barrier and an Omni face up for the negate here. Let's shuffle it and do another one. All of that was 4 summons. We're never worried about Nib. Never scared. Never scared. Never punished is what some people have been saying recently. But that one is that's the Diviner combo. Again, Ostinato is much better. And honestly, there is a solo Refrain combo that we can try to go through. If I open the Refrain, that would be best. One more cut, or one more shuffle, sorry. And then we're going to cut it about halfway. Again, we're in a perfect world, so we are leading us off. Here we open low barrier Eclipse pre-prep. So this hand actually has a couple different ways you can play it. I probably barrier. Activate barrier effect. We're going to add the Saphira. And then we're going to activate Saphira effects. Dumping self and prayers. And we're going to add Skull Guardian. We're going to Saphira effect Engrave using the prayers or the low in hand for the Skull Guardian. Then it's chain 2 Guardian, chain 1 low. Guardian here. Because I have the pre-prep, I'm adding Old Man. Because I have the pre-prep, I'm adding Old Man. And that's because he's pretty much going to give you a free summon and then low summons and then low effect. Because we did not use low to get the barrier. You can either go Blessing or Radiance here. I like the Radiance. I'm going to now pre-prep. It's going to allow me to add prayers and Saravis. And then I'm going to Old Man using the prayers I just added and the pre-prep to special. Shuffles back. This is actually not bad. Just being honest with you. You still have your Omni. You have your Old Man. You have Radiance. And then what am I at here? That's 4 summons, or 3 summons. I think a Dynamondo. I personally think Dynamondo is the correct call. That way you can Blessing on your opponent's turn. So Dynamondo says if this card is special summon, target 1 card on the field, 1 ranged monster, or shuffle both into the grave. That's it. Or shuffle both into the deck. That's if you're going second. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, tribute this card, then target 1 ritual in your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. So we're going to go into Dynamondo, and then during your opponent's turn, because we're just literally going to set the Eclipse, and I have the Saravis if they want to impermanent. So that's why I love the Saravis, just being honest with you. So during your opponent's turn, you're going to Dynamondo, you're going to tribute, target, and special, and then chain 2, chain 1, low again. So on this ad, I'm probably going to add a Saphira, just to make sure I have follow-up for my turn. This Book of Eclipse is set, sorry. And then low effect, we're going to place the Blessing. So now, with Blessing placed, this can be during the standby phase, which is huge, because with Blessing placed, I can now ritual summon pretty much at any time. So if a non-ritual monster's normal special summon face up, you can ritual summon 1 light ritual monster, warrior, or dragon from your hand by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed. So this is perfect considering I have the other low in hand. 2 lows are never a brick, 3 become 1. So the minute they normal or special, we're going to Blessing, we're going to tribute the low for the Saravis in hand, and now I have a Solemn Strike. I have Old Man, I have an Omni, and I have 2 pops with the Radiance. This is honestly not a bad hand at all, considering it felt a little bricky. So if you want to go back to where we were versus where we are, this hand was honestly pretty good. Last thing I want to do, hopefully I draw a refrain here. I want to do one more test hand for you all with the refrain. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Always make sure to like, subscribe. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'm always here to help, and I hope the videos that I do are a help, or at least entertaining for you all. We'll do one more quick fan, and we're going to cut it. So we'll see what I open here. I've been opening really well for the video, honestly. We opened Double Diviner, so what I'm going to do, because I want to try to show you the refrain combo, I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to add a refrain and add a Saphira just because. This would honestly be a super good, like almost dream hand, because I already have the barrier. So we're just going to play this hand right here. You're going to normal summon refrain effect. So refrain, when it's normal or special, is going to allow you to grab that blue. You don't want to add the other refrain. I don't think you even can. I don't read cards. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. We have no target for blue here, so it's just going to add. Now we're going to place the blue effect, and we're going to add Concerto. And then Concerto effect, using both of these to get out a Baka. Baka effects, chain 1, chain 2 couplet, chain 3 refrain. Baka's going to special a red. As chain 1, the other 2 are going to place as chain 2 and 3. And then we're going to activate red effect, the pin red, target Baka to dump the last red. That is important for the combo. Do not forget to do that. I forget it pretty often, unfortunately. We're going to dump that last refrain. Ostinado was our next card. So right here, it gets a little weird to me. This gets a little weird. Because there's no way we can do anything else. We're just going to link into the IP, and then it's going to be Baka 2, Concerto 1. So Baka 2 is going to special a refrain from grave. Oh, sorry, that goes here. special reframe from grave, and then Concerto is going to put itself back and draw a card. This is where we hope we draw like a diviner, so we can pendulum summon. We don't, we grab the prayers. That's okay. So we're still link climbing here. Right here we go into Exceed. We're going to activate Exceed effect, grab a refrain, and then Exceed effect special refrain. And then we link those away for an Apo. They do have an opportunity to hit you with a... oh, shoot. A Nibiru there, but that's okay. Actually, what I want to do here is going to be a little odd. I am going to pin summon, because now I'm not worried. I've got the Apo, and I'm going to Xe summon for Starring Night. You can either do this prior to or post activating barrier to add. Barrier is going to add the low, and this is why refrain is stupid, and the refrain combo, even without Ostinato, is very good. Starring Night is going to detach and special the low. Low effect is now going to place, and I'm going to choose to place the Radiance, and then we're going to Saphira in hand. Saphira is going to dump your prayers, your other prayers, as well as adding your Skull Guardian. Right here, we're going to Saphira. We're going to use the low. We're going to have Skull Guardian, chain 2, low, chain 1. Again here, I am probably adding Old Man because I have the other prayers in hand. That way I leave a prayers in graveyard. And then low to special. Right here, I'd have to get rid of the droplet. So I am going to fix this, and I'm going to take the Ceravis. Why I do that, I thought I had another spell, but I shuffled back the Ceravis, or the Concerto. Why you take Ceravis is to really protect your Apo. So not only do you have an Omni here, you would have 2 monster negates, as well as the pop with Radiance. I only have one spot. I only have one spot to put something. Knowing I have an Omni and 2 monster negates and Ceravis, I probably set the Imperm and leave Droplet for my turn if I need it. That is how strong a single refrain can be. Playing Starring Night is not mandatory, but it is a very good option. Starring Night says detach 1 material from this card, that's cost. Special summon 1 light monster from your hand. Obviously, we're going to do low. But, with that being said, again, I really appreciate all the love, all the support. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking all my videos. Thanks for commenting. If you liked this tutorial, please let me know. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time, okay?